Hi everyone, today we are going to look at Van Gogh Muted Colors palette. It's a very nice palette with 12 half pans. It's in a sturdy box with a mixing tray that you can take out, and then you have more mixing space. It also comes with a travel brush number 6, which is great, very precise one. And it comes with 12 colors. Some of them are muted and some are not. You can see over here in the swatches that I did, the gamboge and the queen rose are not muted. Also the turquoise green is pretty bright, but they enliven this palette, so it's okay. You can also see that they are varying in tinting strengths. You can see that the Naples yellow red is a bit too light, and indigo is very strong. So you need to think how to work with this palette. So I will now swatch them and then we'll look at them. So we'll start with the buff titanium, which is a great buff titanium. It is made of PW6 and PBR7, and I really like it. Next we will do the yellow ochre. I really like Van Gogh yellow ochre, even if it's opaque. It's great for color mixing. Van Gogh was the first watercolors that I tried. I had a 15 color set. And yeah, I really like them. They're a bit opaque, but I like them. So yellow ochre is from PY42. Next we'll look at gamboge. Van Gogh gamboge is a little bit too bright. It's a bit warm yellow, but it's a good one. It is made of PY154 and PR101. We'll now look at the quinacridone rose, which in comparison to other companies, it's a pretty low tinting strength of queen rose, and it's a bit bright for a muted color palette, but it gives a variety of mixing options, which is great. Next we'll look at indigo. Van Gogh indigo is quite strong, but it's a very good indigo. I like to mix it with gamboge or with yellow ochre, and it creates really beautiful colors, really beautiful greens. I also like to mix it with the buff titanium. They're really beautiful together for a stormy sky and things like that. Next color is olive green, which I also like. It's a very muted green. It's like a kind of a mossy green, and it's granulating. It's made of PG7 and PIY 154. Got to tell you before that Queen Rose is PV19 and Indigo is PB15 and PBK6. Next is Sepia, which is a great sepia. It's very dark and you can do many things with it. It's very versatile and it's granulating beautifully. It is made of PBK7 and PUR101. Next is Naples Yellow, which is made of PY42 and PO43. It's a bit light Naples yellow, but still it's beautiful. Next is lavender, which I really like. Van Gogh lavender. It's granulating, it's strong enough, it's great for mixing. It's made of PW6, PB29 and PV15. Next is Van Gogh turquoise green. It's made of PB15 and PB29. It's a bit unlogical, this mix, because they're both very blue. But if the PB15 of Van Gogh is like the aqua green, which is also made of PB15, then it could be logical that it is these two pigments. It's also a little bit bright from muted colors palette. Next is Davies Gray, which I love. It's more green than gray and it's very granulating. I like to use it for shadows. And the last one is Neutral Tint, which is very dark. It's in between Daniel Smith Neutral Tint and Graham Neutral Tint. It goes a little bit more to the purple side, but it's very beautiful. I really love it. It's from PV19 and PBK6. And the David Gray is from PBK 11, PG7, and PBR 7. So these are the colors in this palette. We'll let them dry and then look at them. So these are the swatches of the Van Gogh Muted Colors palette. This palette. They're really beautiful. It's a really good color selection. Of course, not all of them are muted, but it's okay. It's beautiful. I really like the lavender that is granulating and it mixes well. I like the buff titanium with the indigo. I really love the neutral tint. And overall, it's a really beautiful palette. I really like it.